Anything that almost reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog growing up, I think at one point I almost played it. I talk about sprite work a lot, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of very nostalgic towards it. I don't care if it's a beat 'em up, a fighting game, a RPG, a puzzle game, I will almost 100% be interested in it. So you guys already know that I'm super hyped for a WayForward and Arc System Works giving me another RWBY game. If you've been living under a rock, I'll catch you up with my semblance. You see what I did there with the RWBY reference, you know, and like how I'm TLDR info for you get. Alright, I'll stop. On September 16th, 2020, WayForward, Rooster Teeth, and Arc System Works announces a new RWBY video game coming in 2021. Before we go even more into the video, let me say this thing. Even after Volume 8, I still love RWBY. However, I acknowledge and I know it is not a perfect series. To be honest, when it started, it was never really perfect either. Why am I telling you this? Because I want you guys to legit know I'm possibly one of the most hyped people for this game right now. And this leads us into tomorrow, the big day. TLDR Kaioken times 10, WayForward stated on July 2nd that new details are coming soon. Tune in to the RWBY panel at Rooster Teeth RTX at home on Friday, July 9th at 10 AM Pacific and 1 PM Eastern, and then the RWBY Beyond panel on Monday, July 12th at 11 AM Pacific, 2 PM Eastern. So now that we know we got stuff coming, let's speculate one last time, y'all. I'm gonna speculate, do a wish list, and a lot of other things in one video. That being said, if you guys ready for the new RWBY game, hit the like button, subscribe, tell me what you want to see in a RWBY game, and LGI, let's get it, let's go.
Alright, who's next?
Let's see who's stronger.
Alright, first things first, let's talk about what type of game we think this is one last time. So it's legit, it is easy to say it's going to be a beat 'em up because of WayForward. WayForward generally makes games such as River City Girls, Shantae, and then they made, I think, or probably even worked on that one Bakugan game that nobody wants to talk about or remembers. Leave it alone. We're not going to do that today. However, if you go back to when WayForward and RWBY fans were asking WayForward the type of game it is, the genre, they literally went, yeah, we'll have more details in the future.
What do you mean by that?
So it got me thinking. I got a little thought process. It gets you thinking as well. And here's my theory with this game that could 100% be wrong, but hear me out. This October, we have Demon Slayer Hinokami Kaputan, aka Kimetsu no Yaiba Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. People who don't know, this game is seemingly built for action adventure first, the story mode like Naruto Storm, with Arena Fighter seemingly tacked onto it as a second afterthought. Not saying that's 100% true, but seemingly that's how they showed off the game. With Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, they showed off story mode stuff before they showed off any gameplay. What if this upcoming RWBY game is mainly a beat 'em up with another mode added, like multiplayer or something, or some type of component added to it, potentially a online versus mode? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's gonna happen, but legit, if anything, I think the new RWBY game will have online co-op, hopefully 4 players to add to the RWBY thing. I know on this channel, many of you are looking, hoping that it will be some type of fighting game, saying that Arc System Works is included into it. But I think I'm starting to think at this point that Arc System Works inclusion is generally for helping with publishing and stuff like that. And which honestly, having a RWBY fighter, that's the ultimate dream. That's the one Arc Sys game I really want to happen in the future, especially after BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. But who knows, because they was just being super secretive about the genre and details up until now, this could be one of the more unique WayForward games. Who knows, it might not even be sprites. So TLDR, it could be a beat 'em up, it could be an action adventure, it could be so many different types of games. We literally just don't know yet, and we'll just have to wait till tomorrow to find out. So the first thing I heard is that the game will be taking place somewhere in between Volume 7, which if you didn't know, that is set in the Kingdom of Atlas. I think for playable characters, obviously I want the main 4 RWBY girls. Y'all know who they are at this point. But then I think we need 5 extra playable characters if possible. Again, I don't know the budget or anything for this game. Usually WayForward games are smaller than many others. However, I do think that the 5 characters need to be Jean, Rin, Nora, and one of my favorite characters from RWBY Volume 7 and 8 is Penny Polydina. I personally think in the last 2 volumes, Penny is one of the most important characters and have many story elements. So if they try to incorporate that into this game story or something like that, I think she's very important to the integral part of how they'll probably try to do this game. I think I read somewhere that this game is going to follow a lot of missions, that one segment of RWBY Volume 7 when they were going and helping missions and stuff, which can be cool, but I think it'll just be kind of hype to have Penny in the game. Okay, I like Penny a lot. I don't care if they are unlocked after you beat the main game, but it would be nice to get more characters than the main 4. At the end of the day, if we don't get more characters unlockable afterwards, I'm perfectly fine with that because I love the main 4 RWBY girls more than probably all the other cast sometimes, so I don't really care. Also, I want Cinder for no reason. I just want Cinder. I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, I want to reference a video I made about the upcoming RWBY video game long ago. Even though I'm excited for this game, I'm not going crazy above and beyond expectations with this game. So please keep all your thoughts and stuff tamed. But since this video is primarily for fun and speculation, let's go out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Another huge thing on this wish list that I want, another huge thing on the wish list I want from this upcoming RWBY video game is a RWBY jukebox feature or mode. I think one of the defining things, regardless of how you feel about RWBY, is the music. BB Tag also had this feature implemented later down the road, but the fact that this is a RWBY game, I would love an original soundtrack so I won't get copyrighted on YouTube. Please, as a content creator, this is very important. I might have to mute it in videos because Rooster Teeth be wildin' or whoever owns the right to the music. I would really love if they can find some way to remix the tracks to be very close to home to the RWBY cast and the characters, like having remix versions that are not like copyrighted for, you know, YouTube, having like jazz renditions of like Yang's theme, etc. I would love to see them try to play around with stuff like that for this game. However, at the end of the day, most likely they're just probably going to put the RWBY music in the game. Okay, so that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Avataryaya, and I want you guys to know, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. You guys are golden, and I fucked that up. Wait, hold on. Also, tell me what else would you like to see in this upcoming RWBY game. Generally, I like the structure of all beat 'em ups. I don't want it to be as hard as River City Girls. Like, I'm not gonna lie, River City Girls is amazing. It's hard. Some parts of it can be kind of BS, unfair, but overall, it's still a fun game. But it's RWBY. I'll probably play through it if it was on Devil May Cry Dante Must Die mode. But regardless, that's my last thing I would want for a game like this. One more thing. I really want them, and this is just for me, to give me official renders from the game. If y'all have that, please put that in the unlockable section. I need that. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Avataryaya. Follow me on Twitter at avatar_bro, avataryaya_ and remember, subscribe, hit the like button, comment what would you like to see in the upcoming RWBY game, and remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squala, peace, and I'm out.
I've been the devil, I need me an arc and no water. I'm breathing, I feel like time's roll. Walking this bitch with a sound pack, I won't let you rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch, I'm a dip and I feel like a Zaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm dashing the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I'm feeling like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.